영국의 템스강은 한때 죽은 강으로 불렸습니다. 유럽의 젖줄이라고 불렸던 다뉴브강도 습지가 파괴되어 많은 동식물들이 살 수 없게 되었죠. 이러한 파괴된 강들을 복원시키기 위하여 사람들은 생태 복원 작업을 시작하였는데요. 저희는 과연 이러한 생태 복원 작업이 잘 이루어졌을지 의문이 들기 시작했습니다. 자연 환경을 한 번에 바꾼다는 건 상당히 어려운 일이잖아요. 그래서 저희가 직접 유럽에 와서 템스강과 다뉴브강이 잘 살아났는지 그리고 생태계가 잘 복원되었는지 확인해 보러 왔습니다. 저와 함께 지금부터 직접 확인해 보러 가보시죠. 강은 단순히 물이 흐르는 길이 아닌 생태계를 지탱하는 중요한 자연의 축입니다. 저희는 이곳 다뉴브강에서 생태복원이 잘 되었는지 알아보기 위해 낚시를 즐기고 계시는 시민분과 인터뷰를 해보았습니다. It's allowed to fish in the Danube River, is it right?
Yeah, of course you can, if you have a license. If you are from Hungary, you can make a license for the whole country. It's not making any fishing here, but it's enough for me because we are sitting here, eat something, and that's all. If we go to the lake, we were there like 1 week or something.
1 week?
Yeah, 1 week, or 3 days or 4 days.
Just for fishing?
Just for fishing. If you catch something, it's more funnier, but
I mean, as long as you enjoy it.
yeah, of course. Under the sky,
So when you catch the most fishes, how many fishes did you catch?
30, 40.
30?
Yeah.
30, 40 fishes a day.
Yeah.
인터뷰가 끝난 이후에도 그와 함께 이야기를 나누었는데요. 구더기로 만든 미끼를 자세하게 보여주시기도 했습니다.
Maybe this one is alive.
I didn't want to know that.
Oh no.
다음으로 다뉴브강의 생태가 잘 복원되었는지 더 자세히 알아보기 위해 강을 따라 헝가리 북부로 이동했습니다. 저는 지금 헝가리 북부에 위치한 다뉴브강 지류 중 한 군데에 나와 있습니다. 제가 오늘 여기까지 온 이유는요, 다뉴브강의 생태 복원이 어떻게 진행되었는지 그 현장을 직접 파헤쳐보기 위함인데요. 저쪽에 진해 쪽을 보시면 타이어가 묻혀있는 등 산업화가 다뉴브강 바로 옆에서 진행된 흔적을 엿볼 수도 있습니다. 제가 여기까지 내려오면서 오는 길에 시민분들을 마주쳤거든요. 근데 그분들이 강과 연결된 물이 얼어있는 곳에서 아이스 스포츠를 즐기고 계셨어요. 그분들을 만나보면 좀 다뉴브강이 어떻게 오염되었는지 또 어떻게 복원되었는지 다뉴브강에 대해서 좀 더 자세하게 알아볼 수 있을 것 같은데 저와 함께 지금 바로 그분들을 만나러 가보시죠. Why did you come to this lake?
It's kind of a training. We are a kayak club. This kind of winter training for us. When the lake is frozen, we come here. We can try this kind of sports too.
I'm a geographer by profession, and I moved here to the Danube because of the nature, to be close to nature and to raise my kids in the nature. It's possible to see animals living in their natural habitats. When I do running, like in this area early in the morning, I usually meet foxes, deers, rabbits. So it's exciting to meet nature also. Each year we have a limited period of time when this part of the river is frozen. It is very rare that it is frozen these days, but in the past it was frozen regularly. It's because of the climate change, I guess. So when I know it's frozen, I come to skate.
This lake, this river, it must mean a lot to you.
Gives energy for the normal day. This region, it's beautiful. Curve of the Danube is a beautiful place. We are very lucky to live here.
Well, I think it's connection between the different parts of the nature, connect with people. It usually gives us opportunity to meet people and to do leisure activities together.
River, like I asked you earlier, it was like destroyed.
I don't say that it's destroyed. They try to keep it in the shape that they can do the shipping, everybody enjoy the other things. Maybe regulate it a little bit to make it straighten, not destroying it, but they want to ship the things in the Danube because this is the biggest river in Europe. It's not that clean as a lake or as ocean or other thing because it has sand and little bit dirt on it, but it's kind of a dirt that every river contains. It's not kind of pollution.
The Danube has its curve here. It's the Danube bend. Pollution is not characteristic here in this section. The water quality is regularly controlled and it's unexpectedly good. So it's quite clear here.
Why do you think it was polluted in the other parts?
Maybe below Budapest it is because of the industry, the industrial discharges, chemicals in the river, maybe heat pollution because factories or power places discharge their warm water in the Danube and it changes its temperature, which is not ideal for its biodiversity and stability for the living things.
It worked well.
We have some protected parts here, so people are not allowed to build houses and these areas are kept for nature strictly. I can see that it's quite calm here, it's good for the animals, good for the plants. It's still ongoing, I guess, and it began after the regime change. When the socialist era ended and the new era began around in 1989. And after that, they began to realize that, okay, we have to do something about it.
And you think you should still try to save it and do the restoration work?
Each year we do some garbage picking. When we have floodings, the plastic stuff just comes down the river and we should go to the floodplains and clear it. So we should pick some garbage.
취재하면서 눈으로 봤을 때는 아직 깨끗한 강이라고 부르기엔 부족한 것 같았는데요. 시민들과 지리학자와의 인터뷰 결과 육안으로만 강이 더러워 보일 뿐 실제로는 원활한 복구 사업으로 수질이 개선되었다는 사실을 알게 되었습니다. 그렇다면 1950년대 죽음의 강으로 불리던 템스강은 어떨까요? 저희 제작진은 직접 알아보기 위해 영국 런던으로 이동했습니다. 이곳은 영국 런던입니다. 템스강의 생태 현장을 보기 위해서 이곳에 나와 있는데요. 이쪽을 보시면 다양한 새들이 인간들과 가깝게 어우러져 살고 있는 것을 볼 수 있습니다. 템스강은 자연이 있는 그대로 살아 숨쉬는 곳 같았습니다. 오리들은 노래를 부르고 자유롭게 하늘을 나는 새들을 볼 수 있었죠. 사람이 이렇게 가까이 있는데 도망을 안 가는 거 보면 얘네들은 이게 익숙한 느낌? 좀 사람들이랑 같이 사는 게 되게 익숙해져 있나 봐요. 도망도 안 가고 너무 신기합니다. 이곳은 템스강을 아주 가까이에서 관찰할 수 있는 런던의 배터시 공원입니다. 저희가 오늘 이곳에 온 이유는 템스강 근처의 생태계가 얼마나 잘 형성되어 있는지 파악하고 그리고 템스강의 수질은 어떤지 직접 보기 위해서인데요. 저희가 직접 와본 결과 템스강 근처의 생태계는 아주 잘 형성되어 있습니다. 나무들이 잘 자라나 있고요. 많은 조류들이 이 근처에서 그리고 템스강 근처에서 아주 잘 살고 있습니다. 그런데 저희가 직접 확인해보니 템스강의 수질은 그닥 좋지 않았는데요. 지금 밑을 보시면 거품이 떠다니고 그리고 많은 쓰레기들이 강과 함께 흘러가고 있는 것을 볼 수 있습니다. 템스강 근처의 생태계는 아주 잘 형성되어 있지만 안타깝게도 수질은 아직 회복되지 않은 것으로 보입니다. 이곳 배터시 공원은 공장 폐수와 쓰레기로 생명을 잃어갔던 템스강이 자연과 어우러지는 공간입니다. 템스강의 수질은 생태보관이 잘 됐다고 보기엔 어려운 정도였는데요. 강 위를 떠다니는 쓰레기 옆에 강을 활보하는 조류들의 건강이 걱정되는 상황입니다.
I just want to walk around the park, just to get some exercise.
We like the river, the Peace Pagoda, the lake, the animals.
I come to enjoy a bit of the sunshine.
The River Thames, it used to be called as a dead river, isn't it?
It used to be, it was very, very polluted.
I think in the past it has been polluted and it has been cleaned up a lot.
It's a more populated area, could be also because of this.
I'd imagine it's not very clean. I think when you can see the lower side, it's not the cleanest river you could see.
So there was very little fish in it, and the wildlife was suffering. But then they cleaned it all up. There is life in the river now, whereas before there was no life. It is absolutely cleaner now than it used to be.
I'm very grateful because the area is very nice, clean.
It does often look dirty, but that's because it's a tidal river. And so the tides are coming in from the North Sea and it churns up the mud every day at the bottom of the river. And that's why it looks dirtier than it actually is. So I think it's cleaner than you might think from just looking at it.
눈으로 직접 봤을 때는 수질이 좋지 않아 보이는데 시민들은 전부 입을 모아 깨끗하다고 하는 강이라니. 저희는 전문가의 의견을 구하기 위해 런던 동물보호협회에서 근무하는 알리슨 데브니 씨를 만나보았습니다.
So my name is Alison Debney. I am the conservation lead for UK Habitats Recovery. I lead a team that restores coastal and freshwater habitats around the UK.
The River Thames, it has been called as a dead river, and I wanted to know why it was called that way.
So 60 years ago, in the 1950s, the Natural History Museum declared the River Thames biologically dead. So this means it had so little life in it. And this is because there was so much organic pollution and pollution going into the river that it took all the oxygen out of it. So all the fish moved out or died.
What was the cause of the pollution?
The primary cause is wastewater entering the river. So sewage from residential houses. As London grew, that the infrastructure, the sewer treatment and the wastewater treatment works weren't adequate to treat all the sewage, and a lot of it went straight into the river. But also there was a lot of industry along the River Thames as well, with the power stations and factories, and they were all putting in pollution into the River Thames.
Earlier today, we went to Battersea Park, and for me, actually, the water of Thames, it didn't really look clean. I said, oh, the Battersea Park, it looks to have lots of animals and trees growing well, but I think the River Thames's water is not the cleanest water. And we interviewed the people there, and someone said it's really clean. It just looks dirty because of the dirt. And some other citizens said, it's not the cleanest river I saw. I wanted to just know what a professional about this thinks.
Well, it's really interesting to hear all the different opinions. After the Thames was declared biologically dead, the government changed policy and put stricter water quality requirements on industry, but also they built a lot of infrastructure, so sewage treatment works and wastewater treatment works. And so this stopped a lot of the pollution entering into the Thames, and the Thames rapidly recovered from being dead to a river that could sustain a lot of life. There are over 100 different species of fish. So I guess all of the people you interviewed are correct. The Thames is full of life. It is brown, so it makes it look dirty because of all the sediment runs off the land with the rain or from the sea. It is much cleaner. It is a really, really important wildlife habitat, but there is still a lot of pollution and we've still got sort of work to do. The challenges we still have is that we still have a lot of organic pollution going in. Climate change is changing the temperature of the water, making it hotter, makes it challenging sometimes for fish to live in.
What do you think the country should do?
Well, we need continued investment, and this should be from the water companies or from industry, those who are responsible for their pollution and their wastewater, to reduce the input of pollutants into our waterways, our river systems. The government can help doing that by enforcing the regulations that are in place. And so there is a real need for investment.
Then what do you think the citizens should do?
We all have a personal responsibility for making sure that we minimize disposal of our materials in a responsible way, to use a water bottle rather than single-use water bottle, and just reducing our footprint that way. We can all take time just to look and breathe in the air and appreciate and think about what's living in the river.
다음으로 제작진이 향한 곳은 누군가에게는 일생에서 꼭 오고 싶은 장소로 꼽히는 리젠츠 운하입니다.
이곳 리젠츠 운하는 템스강과 연결되어 있는 중요한 수로입니다. 19세기 산업혁명 시기에 지어져서 물류 이동에 주요한 역할을 했었는데요. 현재는 보트 여행으로 시민들에게 사랑받는 공간이 되었습니다. 또한 운하를 따라서 복원된 습지와 소변식물들은 수질 정화와 생태환경 복원에 기여하고 있는데요.
이러한 리젠츠 운하는 도시와 자연이 공존하는 대표적인 사례라고 볼 수 있습니다. 이곳은 누군가에게는 만남의 장소로, 누군가에게는 근심을 덜어낼 수 있는 힐링의 장소로 기억되죠. 이곳에서 제작진은 맑은 공기와 동물, 그리고 사람이 함께 공존하는 동화 같은 풍경을 느낄 수 있었습니다. 이렇게 다뉴브강과 템스강의 생태 복원 현황을 직접 알아보았는데요. 10년이면 강산이 변한다는 말이 있듯이 자연이 변화하기 위해서는 많은 시간과 정성이 필요합니다. 그럼에도 다뉴브강과 템스강이 다시 살아난 모습을 보면 강에 대한 꾸준한 관심과 노력이 얼마나 중요한지 알 수 있죠. 물론 강의 생태를 복원하는 것도 중요하지만 강을 지키기 위해 처음부터 파괴되지 않도록 주의를 기울이는 것이 핵심입니다. 강물에 비치는 도심과 그 속에서 살아가는 우리의 미소가 앞으로도 강과 함께하기를 바랍니다.